Virginia!
That's as good as it can get. Alright, here we go.
It changes every second!
If you're wondering where our three sons were in the last video, they had been in Hendersonville, North Carolina for 2 weeks with Matt's family while we wrapped up all the downsizing. So Matt and I drove to Hendersonville to pick up our boys and to spend a week with family. Matt's family threw us a going away party, which was so special, and we had a wonderful visit with his grandmother. She is a great lady and an avid RVer. Some of Matt's best childhood memories are of camping with his grandfather and grandmother.
All right, on June 3rd, we started our 2-day trip to Montreal. And our first night we stopped in Virginia. And the next day we started early towards Albany, New York, which is about 4 hours south of the Canadian border.
In New York.
So after 2 long days of traveling, we were ready to cross the border into Canada.
Yes, it was really easy. I had a lot of concerns about pulling this trailer into another country.
Yeah, I was nervous about if they were going to make us pop everything out or search our camper, but they didn't. It was great.
Yeah, and then we pulled into the KOA South campground there in Montreal.
So on our first day, we found this local market that was really close to our campground and got some great produce.
Do you want the coffee in the box?
That's great. Perfect.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
On our second day, we took a subway train into downtown Montreal. This was our boys' first trip in the subway, and so it was a neat experience.
Yeah, I really did like the city, and we went to the Basilica of Notre Dame and watched a light show there. That was really pretty.
Yes, it's something you don't see in a lot of churches from where we're from, but it was really cool. And it was a really cool night. We kind of spent that evening in Montreal. We had some ice cream and gelato.
Yeah, I liked this area of downtown Montreal. It looked very French and like a market.
And then came the reason we were in Montreal in early June.
Yes, that F1 race. Oh my goodness, it was such a cool experience.
Yeah, this was a shock just coming into the track. It just shows how fast these cars are going, and right before they turn right.
Yeah,
I forget what turn that is.
I think this was practice.
Yes.
So there were 2 days of practice.
And the second day they qualified at the end, and so it was really neat. We went to all 3 days, but it was just a fun experience, completely different. And the cool thing was it was on an island in Montreal, and it was just park. It was this beautiful park that you could just go and hang out. A good day would be just to go and hang out at that park by itself. And they had all these other stuff going on, other different races during the practices and their qualifying.
They had so many things like for the kids. They had these bouncy houses. They had games that the kids could play. Hammocks everywhere. It was so much fun. They had this tank that the kids could climb on.
Fait qu'on va y aller avec la prochaine casquette Mercedes. Mercedes, si tu t'en viens ici, c'est une casquette Mercedes, t'as debout. Watch out.
A neat experience, completely different. And so I think this is the warm-up lap, maybe.
Warm-up lap. Because
oh, that's the first lap there, yeah. That's the crash. First lap, yeah. Brendan Hartley and Lance Stroll, the local Canadian crash on turn 5 there. So this is the restart, and it was just a neat experience.
Yeah, I really loved it. It was so cool because I think it's apart the rest of the year, obviously, the races here. There's a lot of on that island, so.
And then this is just the, after the race was over, they did a little parade, last lap, waved to the fans.
Is this the order?
Yeah, so Sebastian Vettel and then Lewis Hamilton second. I think that was Daniel Ricciardo third. another neat thing they do there is they let you climb the wall and walk the track at the end of the race. So it was really cool to do that. We got to walk over to the pits.
Yeah, it was cool. The kids found little pieces from that wreck and little pieces of rubber from the tires. It was so fun. That was awesome.
Yeah, it is definitely. If you ever get a chance to go to the Formula One race, please go. It is a lot of fun.
I
And
can't wait to go back. I think maybe next year, next fall in Texas. I think we're hoping to go to the next one in the US.
yeah, it'll be interesting to compare the two because Canada was really neat. They did it really well, and
The park where the race was just beautiful.
yeah, just overall awesome experience. Something we want to do again.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so the race was awesome. We had one more day in Montreal, and we wanted to rest. We had a full week of events, and we had planned out this nice, cool, easy day.
Yes, so we were going to take the whole day before driving to Quebec the next day, just around the campground, and the boys were riding their bikes, and Matt and I were doing some video editing, and then Samuel fell and started screaming, and so we knew that he was hurt.
Yes, and at first we thought, well, it's just a scrape. Ended up, it was really, really deep cut on his knee, and so I went to go get the truck and drove up there, and Lyndon, when I got there, had passed out like she does usually when she sees blood. And so there was a couple of people helping out, and one guy was like, oh, she's not doing too well, and I kind of actually laughed and said, all right, come on, get up. And we all got in the truck, we all went together as a family to the hospital. We spent all day there waiting, but we did get good care, and 5 stitches went in Samuel's knee to fix it.
Yeah, poor guy. And the coolest, I mean, it was a tough experience, especially because he was hurt, but we were at dinner that night, and of course everyone is laughing about me passing out on the road and sharing all these stories from, just the hospital and being together all day. And it was really special too, because we experienced that together, and that's really what this trip is all about, is all these experiences happening together.
Yeah, absolutely. So our next video, we should be in Quebec City, so I hope you like it, and please tune in.
Yes.